Misty.
You're what?
I didn't know if we needed to clean the lens.
Hang on a minute. Admin, not admin. Is that better?
That is better. Yes.
Oh, right. Welcome,
I wasn't sure
everybody.
if it was my glasses or the screen.
Welcome, everybody, to the thing we do on Sunday.
Hello.
Now, we did plan to have a guest with us, Steve Spends a Penny. Really looking forward to that, but he's got some family issues going on and couldn't make it, which, we totally understand. So if you're watching, Steve, hope everything is okay, and we will catch up soon. So it's just us.
Yes.
And we thought we'd have an old-fashioned chat, answer your questions. You can put some topics in. We can just chat about stuff. So yeah, should we say hellos whilst we wait for people to come in?
Saying good evening.
Sundayers. That meant to be
Sundays.
Sundayers. We'll go with that. Yeah. Let's scroll back, see who was in first. Chris. Hello, Chris. We'll be seeing Chris soon. Looking forward to that. James D, great to have the live show back. We didn't really go away.
We weren't here last week.
Oh, was it? Right.
It was our anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
The weeks have been flying by, and September is the busiest month. We've got so much going on. It's a bit insane.
I haven't managed to get my YouTube content out regularly. Yeah. At the moment.
Mostly good stuff, you know.
But you've been gardening.
I've been gardening. I've been sorting out the front of the house. I'm repainting the front of the house. So I've been doing work on that, preparing it, all the fun stuff. Anyway, let's say some hellos, and then we can talk about your birthday and what we got up to. Leanne, hope you're good. Evening, Nick, Andrea, and chat. Stephen, hello. Tina, married to reselling. Hello, hello. Good to see you. That's flipping retro. Hello. Oh, we need to catch up. We're supposed to be meeting up. We like I think I said to you, September is crazy bonkers.
Chock a block.
But we will sort it out soon because we're looking forward to meeting up. Anne is in. Hope you're all well. We're okay. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm tired. But I'm all right.
Tired. We've had a full-on few days. Jennifer, Treasure Trove, hello. Will and Porkies. Right, so a few more and then we'll whiz down to the bottom. R.S. Harris, Michelle, good to see you. Laurel, Helen, Chris. We could do this all night.
We could go on and on.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I'm scrolling down. So we don't have our guest, sadly, as I mentioned, but we will catch up with Steve soon. Well, lots of people saying hi.
Oh.
What's this?
Tamara, did you get lots of birthday money? Yeah, I saw what you'd sent, so thank you for that. I don't think we'll bother to get involved with it. But...
We did have a sneaky look at the lots. There's shelves of modern Hornsey piled high and some lots of vintage Hornsey.
It's gorgeous stuff, but it's going to go for lots, I think.
Yeah, we're more focused on clearing. I mean, you'd love it for your collection, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But never mind.
Well, you did get quite a lot of money in Ticketmaster vouchers.
Yeah, from my mum. So, I think probably going to end up finally seeing Mamma Mia with that.
Oh, right. Speaking of which, do you want to talk about what we did for your birthday?
We went to see ABBA Voyage, which was really good, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, you're more the ABBA fan out of us two. Ellen came with us as well. But our
only criticism was it was too short.
Too short.
I just wanted it to go on. I wanted more songs, and it was just over in a flash.
But you reckoned it was an hour and a half?
It was an hour and a half, but it just went.
I was going to say, as a kind of neutral, I enjoy ABBA's music, but I wouldn't class myself as a fan. But even I found it really. There were moments that tingly up the back of your neck, and it was really emotional, and
I cried a lot.
I can't give anything away in case anyone's going to see it, but there was some moments in there that were just spine tingling. So good. Can't spoil it. And we weren't allowed to film anywhere inside, so I couldn't get any clips. So I can't spoil it for anybody by putting them in a video. But yeah, that's what we did. And we had a meal. Where did we go? What was that place?
Print
House.
Yeah, the print house. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I had a really good meal in there, and highly recommend it if you ever go and see Apple Voyage or you're in the Stratford area. The print house service was brilliant. The food was really, really nice. So I highly recommend it.
yeah. And it wasn't extortionate, even though we were in central London. I wouldn't say it was cheap by any means.
But a meal out is not cheap anyway.
But it was
These days.
good. And that was like a 5-10 minute walk from the venue. So we walked there yeah, it was cool. Hi, Ali. We've had a lovely roast dinner, and I've got on an apple crumble in the oven.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, I love an apple
Yeah,
crumble.
I'm sorry, but I'm one of those. I'm a summer lover. I love summer. I love the warmth. I love the sunshine. And I can't get on board with all of this. I can't wait for autumn. Can't wait for it to be cozy. Can't wait for it to be chilly. No, I want it to be warm and sunny and lovely.
I saw quite a few posts on Instagram of people going, "Is that it? Is that it? That was summer. It's gone."
Well, it came very late, didn't it? So I'm clinging on to it to the bitter end.
Yeah.
Good evening. It was still really warm today. It was lovely.
Today was good. Yeah, I got a lot done outside, which was handy. Hi, Sharon. Pat's with us as well. So we don't have a guest. We don't really have a haul that we could show you. So we're just going to have a chat, really. And if you have any questions or things you want to get off your chest or topics, chuck them in the chat and we'll get onto them.
Leanne is asking, will the winners be announced at the eBay Open on Thursday? Yes, they will.
That is the plan.
Yeah.
Is that Thursday?
Yes, it is Thursday.
Thursday coming?
Yeah.
That was not in my head. I knew it was soon, but...
I know.
Yes, well, we'll see Chris soon. Chris is going, so we're going to see Chris there.
Leanne is hopefully going to see Apple Voyage in October. Yeah, you won't be disappointed. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say any more because I don't want to spoil it for people who might be going.
Well, don't say any more then.
But what I will say, which I don't think spoils anything, and I was really quite impressed with this. There's a live band. So it's ABBA, obviously not the real ABBA. That's not spoiling anything. We know they're not there. Not the real ABBA are on stage with a live band. So cleverly done.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the live band were good. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to penguins strolling up the high streets this tomorrow.
Penguins?
C. Blaney says, I'm with you, Andrea. People wishing the summer away are doing my head in.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But enjoy. We're not putting you down, Ali. I mean, I'm all for apple pie and autumnal vibes.
I'm just saying, I'm not that person.
Yeah, summer felt far too fleeting. We're both sunshine and warmth people.
Very wet in Wales today, apparently, says Maggie.
Right.
Oh, Leanne's going to the Open. Oh, good. We'll meet you there then.
We may see you then.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Brad saying? Do you want me to read that?
Yeah.
Brad, hi, Nick and Andrea. Hello. Is there a possibility you can do a vid on your reselling journey with self-employed limited tax introduction for newbies? We've done videos over the years about our cheesy word journey. We don't tend to give advice on things like tax and stuff because we're not qualified to do so. We do get a lot of questions about it, but you're better off to go to the HMRC website or ask an accountant. Because I wouldn't want to give advice that isn't correct.
Yeah, and also it's been a long time since we set all that up.
Yeah,
so, everything will have changed. Well, I think it will have changed.
We, as far as our eBay business goes, we are a partnership, a legal entity as a partnership, not a limited company. The app company that we run separately from that is a limited company. But setting that up, we got our accountant to do that. We have an accountant for the company. All of our partnership stuff we do ourselves, but we don't talk about tax advice. I did get Aaron on a couple of times to talk about tax stuff, and I might do that again in the future.
Yeah, but you can find those videos on the channel.
Yeah, and there are videos about how we got here on the channel.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one not too long ago when I was talking about how we got to be mortgage free and own this house, which kind of traced the story of our business and how we got to this point. But thanks for the question.
Hello, Leroy. Says, hello, first time on chat, been watching for many years, thought I'd say hello. Thank you.
Hello, Leroy.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Oh, not offended, says Ali.
Yeah, I know. The shops are always full of Christmas stuff from September, aren't they?
What's George saying?
Oh, he applied to go to the Open, I'm guessing.
I applied to go, but unfortunately, due to work commitments, I can't make it. Hoping to get to an event soon to meet everyone. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, it would have been good to have a chat, share a beer or two, but next time.
Yeah.
You reading that one?
No, not really. Let you read that one.
Okay. All sorts with Ellen J. Hello. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Hope all is well. I was thinking to myself the other week that I'm missing these pallets of stock you used to get. Is that any intentions on getting any soon? We've been focused on reducing our stock holding. And there's other things going on in the background we're not sharing.
Although,
which make that tricky.
Yeah, that made it sound like we were winding the business down. We're not.
No.
We're just trying to get a grip on things, because if you've seen my stock room, let's put it that way.
Well, you've filled the floor up again.
Yeah, it's got out of hand, so we need to reduce it. We
haven't bought stock by the pallet loads since we bought the labels and the jewelry stock, I don't think. We'll do it again in the future, almost certainly, but currently we're focused on trying to get through the backlog again. We build up a backlog incredibly quickly. But yeah, I do love buying pallets full of stuff. And I dare say it'll happen again in the future. And if the right deal came up tomorrow that I couldn't say no to, I probably would.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When opportunities come up, you have to kind of grab them, even if it's not convenient.
Yeah.
Or it's not part of your plan.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah. Hello, David. Says, hi, Nick and Andrea. It's been a while since we've managed to catch a live stream. Hope you've both been good. Any chicken stuff around? I don't think I've got any chicken stuff at the moment. I'll let you know if I do. But
there's some eggs right there.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to buy our eggs. No.
I love eggs.
I'll let you know if I do, though. But
I'm the egg eater in this household. Although my habit of eating 4 eggs a day for breakfast, that's gone out the window recently. But I'll get back on it soon.
Yeah. Oh, resell anything. It says, I'm going, but not many going, it seems. Oh, there's Matty. Hello.
Oh, we may see you there.
Matty yesterday.
We did see Matty. Well, we can talk about that briefly, because Matty, who's fairly local to us, came down to our village because we had a yard sale event, and we had a yard sale. We were having a purge of a lot of our stuff and some dead stock from the business. And we did all right. We didn't sell massive. We sold quite a lot of stuff, but when we were packing up, it felt like nothing had gone.
Yeah, but I did keep refilling it when
yeah,
when it was getting low.
And then we filled the car with all the decent stuff that was left, and we went to donate. We had issues, as always, when I tried to donate to charity. They're not taking.
Yeah.
The first one we went to, no, full up, can't take it. And they had a notice saying, take it to our distribution centre. So I popped in. I said, oh, I'll take it to your distribution centre then. Is that okay? Oh, they're not open. I'm like, oh, for goodness sake.
And then we went to 2 more and they weren't open. Then we went to another and she said, I can take some of it, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went on like that. We still got some in the car, but we did manage to get rid of the majority of it.
Yes. Well, we have, is it Tuesday? We've got eye tests.
Yes. And
this is an interesting topic of conversation. I'm having a hearing test with the thought that I may need hearing aids. We chatted to our good friend Shelley, and she's very open about the fact that she has hearing aids. And I think it's time. I need to be tested, because many years in the 90s of going to gigs weekly at the front, stood in front of the speakers, has ruined my hearing. So I'll let you know how I get on and whether they think I need hearing aids, but we'll see how that goes. But we both need new glasses. Mm-hmm. We're at the age where we're slowly falling apart. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's happening Tuesday.
It'll be a revelation if you can actually hear me.
What? Well, I have selective hearing with you, and you do with me.
Yeah. Tamara says, when is it? I'm not far from the NEC. It is on Thursday, I believe. I'm not sure if there are any tickets still available, but
12th then, is it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
12.
Yeah. Final Guardian says, I could hear an ABBA tribute in a pub whilst eating in a restaurant. So loud, my friend asked, can you hear the drums from Nando's? Thought that was going to be a joke in the end. Okay, here's a question. If there were 0 fees for selling Lego, would you go for it?
I sell Lego anyway. I don't really understand the question. I don't not sell Lego because of the fees. I do buy and sell Lego regardless. If they made it so there's no fees, I'd definitely sell Lego, but I already do.
Yeah.
So yes
but
and yes.
You did specialise in it at one point.
For a short period of maybe less than a year, I think we really super niched down and would buy huge collections of Lego. We travelled across the country. I think the furthest we went was Dudley to buy a collection. We had a camper van at that point, and we drove in the camper van and filled it with Lego. We spent $1,000 on a collection of Lego. It was well worth it though. Loads of Star Wars, full, great big Star Wars ships. But it drove me insane.
You don't like specialising?
I find I get bored too quick. Yeah.
Stephen says, Andrea is trying to get a grip on her jug problem. Seems to be a plate problem these days. I seem to be buying lots of plates.
And teapots. We do have a lot of teapots and coffee pots.
Yeah, coffee pots, definitely.
Mugs.
Yeah.
Hello,
Karin.
Hi, Karin. Hope you're well.
I may have ordered a new Christmas tree today, although it's not coming till November. Oh, that sounds good. Is it one of those, what are they called? Balsam Hill or?
I don't know.
Something like that. The one that lights up, has its own lights on it. And
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Probably not, but I was just wondering.
Yes, right. What's Leanne saying there about confirming? Can you highlight that one? Cool. It's on Thursday next week, but ticketed event as eBay are providing food. I don't know if you can. It's worth an ask. I don't have a link or anything to go to, but if you Google it, there may still be places. I don't know.
Yeah. Leroy says, I've just started dealing with ceramics. Had a few broken items. Any tips on packing?
Pack it as much as you think it needs, and then do more. Would be my general tip.
Double boxing, or at least. Double wrapping in cardboard if you can't double box.
Yeah, I don't always
floating it in lots of void fill.
Yeah, I don't always double box, but I tend to give it lots of cushioning, like bubble wrap or whatever you've got, and then give it a wrap of cardboard so it's contained in its own little thing, and then float that in a bigger box. Yeah,
so it's got plenty of
crumple zones. Yeah. Assume that the Royal Mail or whoever you choose to ship it with will be chucking it about and kicking it around their sorting office. Just assume that, because they're all the same. They're all dealing with millions of parcels and got a very busy job to do, so they don't really handle them with care. So assume that. Yeah.
I think I'm being accused of being a hoarder.
Oh yeah. Hoarder alert. Well,
I just buy more than I can deal with.
We do need to get on top of it.
But I don't hoard it, and it does get moved on.
What's going to happen, I think, is once the eBay opens out the way and various other things we've got going on in September, I think we're both going to task ourselves to knuckle down and push the listing again. I had a really big push, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and our eBay numbers went through the roof as well, which is an added bonus of clearing stock as you make a lot more money.
Yeah.
But once all of this stuff that we've got going on outside of eBay is done and dusted, we need
this is it. I mean,
to push in October.
September is chock-a-block with just personal things. I've had some birthday presents of Ellen's bought me tickets for a show for next week. I'm going to eBay Open, next week, and then the week after I'm going to see this show that Ellen's got me tickets for. You got me tickets for Wicked. And we're going to see that. Me and Ellen are going to see that because it's not your thing. It's just one thing after another. So trying to find time to do work. So it's a nice problem to have.
When are you seeing Janet Jackson?
That's the end of this month as well.
That's this month as well. See?
Yeah, there's a lot going on this month, and it's all good, fun stuff. So I will be back into the work zone in October, but September, not so much.
And around this, we're still doing work on the house, and we've got other things going on that, it's just, anyway, you don't need to know.
Yeah, Elaine says, it's been a good day. Won a giveaway on YouTube.
Oh,
hope you had a lovely birthday. I did. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Giveaway on YouTube. I remember winning a giveaway on YouTube. There was a chap who had a channel. I think the channel was called Game Boys Are Awesome, and it was about collecting Game Boy stuff at car boot sales and that. I don't know if the channel's still going. And he did a giveaway where he pointed his camera, his collection of games, and zoomed it around and said how many games were there, and I guessed it right, and I won a bunch of Game Boy games. It was so cool.
Yeah. I said when I got to 4,000 subscribers on my channel that I was going to do a giveaway. Well, I zoomed past that, which was lovely, and somehow never managed to do that. But I'm very, very close, really close to 5,000 subscribers now. Oh. So I will definitely be doing that giveaway and adding more to it, I think. So I'll be doing
what have you got to give away?
Giveaways.
What have you got to give
away?
Well,
I've got some nice Anna Luisa earrings that I was going to give away.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I might get a couple of things out of my stock and give those away as well.
So if you're not subbed to Andrea, now's a good chance to go over and sub, and then you'll be eligible for the giveaway, right?
Yeah.
That works. Relaxing sounds. Could you explain how to sell live on Whatnot? I tried it once, but didn't have a clue what I was doing. Neither do we.
Did you not get an onboarding call or anything when you signed up? Because usually they explain how it all works and sort of give you a tutorial.
Yeah, we had a little session with a whole bunch of other new sellers and a lady in America who talked us through how it worked.
And I think also on the website there is a section where it gives you like a step-by-step on what to do and how to do it. Although they changed all the postage thing for us, for everybody, and we got really confused by it all, didn't we?
Yeah.
At one point.
I must. It's not the most intuitive thing, but it also we kind of wrapped our heads around it after the first couple of times.
Yeah.
And we do have a couple of shows lined up. We've got 2 crates of stock ready to go for Whatnot, but we just haven't managed to find time to get that going, which is something else we need to do soon.
David says, I've got plenty of eggs, got 6 layers in the garden and 25 at the in-laws field.
Wow, that's a lot of laying chickens. Yeah, you don't need any more eggs. It's all jugs and media.
Yeah.
Johnny Forticos, I've heard the king eats a boiled egg with every meal.
Every meal? That's crazy.
Wow, that's an odd one.
Yeah,
it's a good source of protein, though.
He's probably got his own chickens as well.
Oh, I'm sure the king's got a few chickens. Yeah.
What's Will saying? What are your thoughts on the ever increasing costs of postage? It's becoming almost impossible to sell lower value items.
You're right. There's no denying it.
Yeah.
You know, when postage is 3 or 4 quid for an item that might be worth a £5, it's a huge percentage of the overall cost. And we've all seen that. Selling media was getting harder and harder. When you factor in the cost of the postage now, it's pointless on low value stuff, really. And as many people like to point out, why am I still selling cheap media? Because I end up with it when I buy a job lot.
Yeah.
So I might as well get the 50p back on it that I might end up with.
You make your money on the good stuff.
Yeah.
And you just sell off the rest of it cheap.
Yeah. But it does feel ridiculous now. The Royal Mail, which 99% of our stuff goes with, they're putting the post up. The price is up like 3 times a year at the moment, it feels like. It's hard to keep up with.
Why not do a whatnot clear out sale? Potentially.
Yeah, we may well
we have
do.
talked about it. Porky says, I went to an ABBA themed bar last night. The toilet was like a maze. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to.
Waterloo.
Oh dear.
See, Blaney, that's old age for you, Nick. I know, right?
Elaine says, my daughter has hearing aids because she was diagnosed with tinnitus.
I have tinnitus. I have a high-pitched.
Yeah, I've got very loud tinnitus that I can tune out during the day, but as soon as I go to bed and it's quiet, so loud.
Yeah. Many moons ago, I did have a basic hearing test when I joined the police force. And it was okay then. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I wasn't impaired enough for it to be an issue. But that was 25 years ago. So, no, not 25, 24 years ago, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Flippy Maggie says, we've had charity shops shutting here. Things are bad when the charity shops are shutting. Well, we know we can go down that road, but we shouldn't really.
Let's not mind
lower
about
your prices and you'll sell more stuff.
Yeah, but I've seen there have been some, even around here, I've noticed ones disappear. Yeah,
it is very sad. Just going back to the Royal Mail, I was listening to the news on the radio and they were talking about cutting down on delivery times, and we weren't sure whether they were meaning just letters or whether that was parcels as well. They were saying no delivery on a Saturday for second class, and reducing second class deliveries during the week. And we said everything we do is second class parcel.
Yeah, or 48, which is equivalent.
So if it is parcel as well, then that really affects us, and we'd end up having to go to every.
Well, I don't know.
It probably is just letters, but
we read something about the Royal Mail changes, and it was a bit ambiguous, but it seemed like they were just talking about letters, like you said.
Yeah.
In that case, it won't directly affect us. We sell very few letters, or send very few letters. But we'll see. But apparently the Royal Mail are hemorrhaging cash still.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Which is why they keep putting the prices up.
ABBA once wrote a book about toilet habits. Knowing pee, knowing poo. Somebody went there, Vinyl Guardian.
Oh dear. Oh, many years of a huge subwoofer in the boot of my car wrecked my hearing.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the trendy thing in the early 90s, was having the loudest stereo you could in like a mini metro or something. You could see the windows rattling. I had friends who were all about the bass, cutting holes in the all about the bass. And you'd get in and you'd sit there like this, like.
Yeah, you can't stand that, can you?
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, even if something on the telly is a bit bassy, you're like, oh no, that really hurts my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because I had my hearing damaged by sitting in John's car. My best mate in my teenage years was a DJ, and he was obsessed with bass and volume and all of that.
Dance music.
Yeah, and he was into, whatever was big in the early, like Too Unlimited and stuff like that I couldn't stand. But yeah, the bucket heads. He was obsessed with them, and God knows what. Yeah. Anyway.
Reese says, when did you start selling full time? The end of 2001.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
And says, hearing aids are brilliant. So easy to turn off when you don't want to hear.
Well, your nan had one.
Oh, she didn't get on with her hearing aids at all. No, it's always a bone of contention. She really didn't like
she didn't have them switched on half the time.
Yeah, I think she just didn't get on with them, and she didn't like the way things sounded when she had them in, and
I think the problem was she didn't like going back and having them adjusted for her hearing. I think she needed to go quite regularly and have them adjusted.
She did really. But yeah, I used to go up and have I used to go up regularly on a Tuesday and cook dinner and spend the evening with her. And there was always a joke that Tuesday was the day the batteries ran out, so we were always changing the batteries in a hearing aid on a Tuesday.
It was amusing though. Towards the end of Yanan's life, her hearing was really quite bad. You'd walk into her front room and the TV would be
on for the whole mobile home park.
So loud. It'd be like, "Hello, Nanny. Do you want a cup of tea? Hang on, I'll turn my hearing aid on."
Say, "You didn't tell me that." And we're like, I did tell you that." "No, you didn't. It's just because you didn't hear me or didn't hear me correctly." Oh, it's funny. I do miss her very much.
Oh, hi, Pete. I also have mild hearing loss since was young. Been tested and okay, not enough to need hearing aids. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they find.
Yeah, me too.
I think I'm getting just a basic test, which then allows me to take it further if that shows that I've got impaired hearing. And that's what we're getting done. No, it's my hearing test is a different day, isn't it, actually?
Yeah. We're doing eye tests on Tuesday. Your hearing test is next week.
Right. The White Wolf, just letting you know, I'm sure you may know, but if you can get a copy of the cancelled PS5 game that was pulled, what game's that? I've not heard about this. It could be a sleeper, pulled from everywhere, digital and brick and mortar stores. Ooh, what is it? Which game is that? We need to know.
Yeah.
I'm sorting Lego as we speak. I still enjoy dealing with Lego, but doing nothing but Lego was a bit much.
Yeah. Tracy says, "I'm really bad at collecting mugs and cups." Well, same here. Although, breaking news, I have parted with some of my Cath Kidston mugs.
I know.
Yeah. I've got 4 that need listing. One I bought secondhand and it had been through the dishwasher too many times, not by me, by somebody else.
Oh, we gave that one to charity.
So that went to charity.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on that day. I came into the kitchen and there was 4 of your mugs, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
Well, there were ones that I didn't reach for.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I never reach for these. They're obviously not my favourites.
So
I'm parting with them. I'm going to list them.
So if you're a Cath collector, as you are, there'll be 4 in our shop soon.
Yeah.
Well, at the rate we list, might be next month. What have we got here? Flipping Maggie, teapots sell better than coffee pots for me. Bowls are my better sellers.
Oh, really?
Plates are easy to pack, although heavy. Yeah, plates can, yeah.
Especially if you're doing them in sets.
God, blimey.
You get so annoyed.
They really, it adds up quick. Yeah, what sells best for us then is crockery. We still do quite well with mugs. Jugs do all right. Plates actually go quite well for us.
They do actually.
Dinner plates.
I think that's why I keep
big dinner plates.
I think that's why I keep picking them up, because they do well.
Right, we're probably miles behind.
Karen's answering my question about the tree. Yes, pre-lit and slimmer than the old one, which we go to charity. Lovely.
Okay. Scum Deluxe, nice name. Scored a bag of cross-stitch / tapestry stuff for peanuts. Thanks, Nick. Always learning. Hope you do well on it. We've sold nearly all of that tapestry stuff now.
Yeah.
I've still got the frame and the one that's on it. I think maybe one other.
Yeah, I think I've been surprised how quickly that's all gone.
Yeah, because it wasn't the big name stuff, the Erman, and there's a couple of other names that go really well. It wasn't any of that, but it still just flew out for us. Yeah, enjoy selling that stuff. Easy to list as well. It's not breakable, so you don't have to worry about packing it to death, Yeah. It's sold out. We're talking about the eBay Open again. Right. Apparently there's no places left.
Oh, Karen sent me a message. I'll have a look later.
Anne, hello. I have never had a broken fragile item since I watched your packing video, Nick.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Excellent. I find shredded paper is brilliant for packing. Yeah.
Yeah,
good
you were
tip.
using a lot of that at one point.
I was. Yes, Richard. If you don't feel like you can throw it across the room, it's not packed well enough. Yeah. Once you finish packing whatever it is, no matter how fragile it is, you should be able to launch it. I always think of Zahir's video when we talk about this. In the early days of Zahir putting out content, when they were still living down in Crawley or wherever it was, he did exactly that and was kicking a package around his office.
Yeah.
Because that's what's likely to happen to it when it gets into the system.
Yes, Joe, you're right. A hoarder is someone that buys and buys and buys and never sells. Exactly. It all gets sold eventually. It's just the rate of my buying and selling is a little bit out of balance.
There's this much buying going on and this much selling, and you do that for long and you're just out of control. Whereas my stock is kind of in control at the moment. I did buy a fair bit weekend before last. Went a bit bonkers at a yard sale, but I've cracked through a lot of it.
Yeah. Leroy is going to see Wicked. It's brilliant show. I've seen it twice.
I was going to say, you've seen it before. You'll know what happens.
I took Ellen when she was 10. She's now 22, and she didn't really remember a lot about it. So she's looking forward to seeing it as an adult and how do I put it? Getting a better idea of what the storyline was, if you know what I mean. There was a lot that went over her head when she was 10.
Work does tend to get in the way of life. It does a little bit, doesn't it? It's terribly inconvenient. Whereas this month, September, life is definitely getting in the way of work because we've just got too much going on.
Yeah.
Too much to think about. We're just at overload level of stuff happening. Yeah, a lot of which we can't share, but it's busy month. That's all you need to know. And then of course your birthday and all of the stuff you're doing coincided. Yes.
What's Phil saying here? With first class Royal Mail shooting up in price next month, I'm glad I bought thousands of stamps some years ago. A better investment than Bitcoin, it seems.
But I thought the old stamps you couldn't use unless they had that new little scannable element. I thought, am I missing something there, Phil? Must be. Phil knows what he's talking about.
And Karen's going to a quilting show in October, which is Karen's version of a concert.
A quilting show? Are you going to watch someone quilting?
I think it'll be like an exhibition, I'm assuming.
Oh, well, when it's a show, I thought it was like on a stage. No?
I don't know. I was imagining like the Ideal Home show, that sort of a show.
I gotcha.
But I don't know. I might be wrong.
Raymond. Hello, Raymond. Good to see you. This September is mental. Moving house. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Two funerals. Sorry about that.
2 funerals. Oh, my goodness. Visiting friends never ends. Yeah. There you go. Life has a way of, creeping up on you and surprising you with stuff. Yeah, sorry to hear about the funerals. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, thank you, Bumcrack. Hope you're well. That's Andrea's channel.
Thank you.
So if you're not subbed, please go over and sub. You try and put out regular content.
I do. I normally put out a video every week. There wasn't one last week. But yeah, as I've just said, I find it really difficult to find time.
Yeah.
And also the other thing we've just had is Ellen has finished uni. She's graduated and she's now back. So we did 2 trips to Brighton a couple of weeks ago in the same week and brought all our stuff home. So we've been finding homes for all of that. A lot of it still in the spare room.
We have the room up above here. One of the bedrooms up there is just full of stuff. We did 2, as you just said, 2 round trips to Brighton to bring Ellen and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So much stuff, which is now squeezed into this house because she's come home to live with us for a while. We don't know where we're putting it all. There's a good job we got a big loft. So we're also sorting through all of that and getting Ellen settled in, and fun times.
Yeah, but it is nice to have a home.
Deborah. Good evening, Nick and Andrea. Advice on parcel wrapping: never ever add fragile parcel tape to your package, just in case it gets thrown around the postal office. I've heard people say this. It's like a red rag to a bull or whatever. Yeah, I've never tended to use it anyway.
Did we find the onboarding helpful? Well, I mean, kind of.
Yeah. With Whatnot, for us, it was a case of just go for it and see what happens. And we blundered our way through the first couple of shows. If you don't follow, there should be a link below to Whatnot, and we still have that offer on where you can get £10 credit to spend. So below the video, there should be a Whatnot link where you can get £10 credit. You don't have to spend it on one of our shows. You can spend it anywhere. So go over and sign up, because we'll be doing 2 shows shortly, another Disney show, and then a mixed kind of homewares and general stuff, I think was the plan. We sorted out 2 big crates of stuff, didn't we?
Tomorrow's got some good advice there. Best thing with Whatnot is just to watch lots of other sellers for a while. Get a feeling and an idea of how other people go about it. Yeah.
And then jump in and give it a go. Make all the mistakes that we did and learn quick. It's kind of my motto for life. Give it a go and learn on the job. Right? Make it up as you go along. That's what we do.
Dig Vintage says, might be time to sell my Oasis ticket from '94, signed by Johnny Marr.
Wow. Signed by Johnny Marr?
Wow, that's awesome.
Was he supporting then, I guess? Interesting. I sold my Nebworth ticket quite a while ago. And I sold my massive Nebworth poster.
Yeah.
Quite a while ago when I was clearing out. And then, of course, recently sold all those front covers and I said in the video, I've had this stuff for well over a decade, waiting for Oasis to reform. I don't think they're ever going to, because Noel, damn him, he said, nah, not interested, don't care.
Yeah, on the day that they announced it, people were messaging you, weren't they?
I must have had 20 private messages and emails saying, Oasis form, they were listening to you in your shed. It's sod's law. I'm not that bothered. And we've had lots of questions. Did we go for tickets? We decided not to, and we're kind of glad we didn't bother, considering the chaos that it was. People are in queues for hours, only to find that they'd then pushed the price right up due to demand. I think that's outrageous.
I think it's outrageous, because they don't even get any of that money. It's all Ticketmaster.
They get a percentage.
No, they don't get a percentage of they get a percentage of the face value.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
It's just Ticketmaster making the money. So the second time they announced 2 more dates for Wembley and did it by ballot.
That's a way better.
Which was a better idea.
They shouldn't be able to just arbitrarily push the price up.
Ellen had this for when she got 21 Pilots tickets.
Oh, I dread to think how much she spent on her tickets. Yeah, that's a whole other discussion. But I think it was outrageous what they were doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really agree with the whole nationalised Ticketmaster thing, because it's a business, it's a standalone business. But I do think there needs to be some regulation and some sort of rule and law that you can't do that, because that's just daylight robbery, quite frankly.
Sorry, you'd highlighted Jessica's comment there. I bought £20 worth of items, ended up with 18th century metal shears worth loads. Okay. Cool. 18th century metal shears. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Nice. And then Flipping Maggie says, Royal Mail rumoured to be dropping second-class mail. What? So that would just automatically make everything more expensive.
Yeah.
I assume. But why would they?
It will. Well,
if that happens, we're jumping ship. We'll just go. Well,
this is it. That's what I was going to say. They're going to lose a lot of customers.
I think that would be so misguided.
It's going to make it even worse for their business.
I would think so.
Yeah.
It does make you wonder if Royal Mail is just falling apart under the weight of competition. I don't know. Are we doing ABBA jokes tonight? Says Mark. Apparently so.
Apparently. Peter A says, any news on Meetup? We really haven't given it any
We
thought.
have, you know us, Pete. We're kind of last minute people. We'll work something out nearer Christmas, I think, and give it some real thought as to whether we carry on doing it in Hitchin, which obviously is nowhere near where we live now, but it's kind of become a tradition. I don't know, Pete, but you will be first to know. So, yeah.
Or whether we do something slightly different, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alexis was asking me about that as well.
Right.
Last night when I was chatting to her.
We'll certainly try and do something because people really enjoy it, and it's a good chance to get together and have a chat. And the last one we did, actually, I really enjoyed. It was that bit more relaxed. It was kind of smaller than some of the bigger ones we've done, and it was just really chilled, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, look, flipping mate, that is for letters.
Okay.
So what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's for letters. They're talking about doing lowering the service.
Yeah, and scrapping Saturdays as well.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's how far behind we are in the chat.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think that. Oh, what's that one? Yeah.
What, this one?
No.
Where are you trying? Here?
There.
Oh, yes. Got them.
I think they said every other weekend for deliveries too, cutting the service and bumping the prices up. They're scrapping using air for transferring post at the end of the year in favour of road.
Well, to be fair to Royal Mail, if they are hemorrhaging the sort of money I saw on a post online, they've got to do something. Otherwise it's just going to collapse. This is the reality.
But if they're going to provide a lesser service and charge more,
people will then leave.
It's not good business practice.
So if they do all of these things and save X amount of millions, but lose loads of custom, like we may disappear, and we spend a lot in it on a yearly basis. So they don't have to lose that many customers to lose the amount they're saving, right? We shall see.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Royal Mail for convenience more than anything. I do actually think they provide a good service currently, but it's just convenient for us. Living in a tiny village with one shop / post office, we don't have anywhere to drop off courier stuff. I don't know if they ever do a pickup. They do, don't they, actually? From your house?
I don't know, actually.
I think so, because do you remember, what's his name? He used to come to our house and pick up every stuff when it was Hermes.
Oh,
what's his name?
Yeah.
And we got to know him really well.
I know who you mean. Yes. Marcella says, I see you store your for sale items on open shelves, not boxes. How do you avoid dust and critters?
That's a good question. I don't know that I avoid dust and critters. I don't tend to worry about it. Nothing gets too dusty, and if it is, I'll give it a clean before I send it. Not had any issue with critters, so.
No. I mean, yeah, if the ceramics need a quick clean over before we post it, we do that.
Yeah, it's not been an issue. So yeah, we spent an awful lot of time making the shed as sealing up all of the holes and stuff so the bugs don't get in, although there are lots of spiders in there. I do have an issue with spiders in the shed.
We have an issue with spiders,
but they're not affecting the stock.
We just generally have an issue with spiders. We live in the countryside.
Yeah.
Stockport Rocker, one of my local charity shops, thinks it's an upmarket second-hand record shop at the prices they charge. Records not in top condition either. Yeah. Was it Joe saying? The thing is, Royal Mail have sorted the mail and just delivering first class when they are going that way anyway.
See, Royal Mail need to change to the American system of area charges or they will be finished. Their hands are tied because they have this kind of charter where they have to provide certain levels of service for the same rate countrywide, don't they? Their hands are tied by the government that they have to provide this. So whether you live on the top of a mountain in Scotland or in central London, first class stamp will get your mail there. So they lose a fortune, getting stuff to the Isles of Scilly or the Outer Hebrides or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whereas the couriers can say, well, we'll charge extra to take your parcel there, or they just rule those highlands and islands out, for example. So yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
it really is.
So here's a good news story. Anne says, I had a large package delivered today from Royal Mail. I ordered on Friday from eBay. I wasn't expecting it until Wednesday. Yeah, I've had a couple of things delivered on Sunday. You don't expect that at all.
It's nice when you get that level of service and something turns up. Oh, I don't think we're going to talk about it in detail here, but we're having an issue with some customer service. It's not eBay.
It's not eBay for a change.
But I'm thinking we're going to do a standalone video because it's worth listening to Andrea vent about this one.
It's a ridiculous situation.
So,
it hasn't been resolved yet.
Keep your eyes peeled for a video coming soon when Andrea might be letting off some steam about a complete lack of any sense and service. And we won't tell you which company we're talking about. But it's not eBay. Not eBay.
Fluffy Muffin says the old hearing aids were just amplifiers. The modern ones are tuned into your hearing loss. Completely different technology now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think that was what really my nan couldn't stand, because it made everything sound strange, or certain sounds sounded strange.
Yeah. Well, if I am eligible, I will share how I get on with it all and what I find out. Yeah. Right. Do we know how far behind we are? If that's the blob there.
Yeah. Zippy says, as an old postman, I prefer to use Every rather than Royal Mail. That should tell you everything.
Wow, that's a damning statement, isn't it? When a postman is using Every over Royal Mail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Andrea's Kath Kidston is my Brambley hedge. Just sold all my china.
Oh, wow.
Right, I'm going to try and zoom down because we are 5:2.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're going to zoom down. We might miss some stuff. Martin's asking about the eBay prize announcement. It's being announced at the eBay Open, so that's when everybody finds out.
Oh yeah, Karen is doing a walking challenge. So if you want to click through there, if you fancy supporting Karen, it is raising money for dementia.
Best of luck with that.
Yeah.
I saw a question whiz past. I'll try and touch on them if I see them. Why don't you do clothing anymore? Well, you just weren't enjoying it. Yeah. We're in a lucky position where we can buy and sell what we enjoy buying and selling. There is great money to be made in clothing, but I hated it and then you fell out of love with it. So we don't do it. It's as simple as that.
Jay. Oh, Ellen will leave again without taking any of her stuff. Good thing is 10 years of storage. It will become a good return in sales. Been there, done that a few times. I think even now, your mum is still trying to clear out the stuff that's left in her loft. I think she's managed to clear out your room completely, but she still manages to give you stuff.
There's not been anything of mine in my old bedroom for like
not in
decades.
your old bedroom because it's now their office, but she keeps finding things in the loft that's been left behind.
No.
Yes, that's been happening over the last few years.
Have you had a look at TikTok shops? No. In a word, I haven't tried that at all. Johnny Marr was in the audience. Oh wow, we were 3 rows behind and talked to him after the show. Amazing! Wow, I've heard he's the nicest man.
He was going to come to a party with us, but Oasis security whisked him off backstage to meet them.
Well, he famously got on really well with Noel and gave him a guitar, didn't he, in the early days? Yeah.
Question for you from Rebecca there.
Well, sorry. Am I remembering right? Did you do a video a long time ago about setting up your photo setup? I'm sure I did. I did a video recently about the new Foldio.
Foldio, is that what it's called?
Foldio photography thing. Yeah, I'm sure I've done them in the past. I've made like 2,500 videos or something. I forget what I've done, if I'm being honest.
I never know if this is a compliment or not. Anne says, Andrea, love your videos. I could fall asleep to them. I was thinking, oh dear, am I boring people to sleep?
No, look, she follows that up with.
I'm joking.
I'm the nicest. Maybe that's meant to be. It's the nicest, really calming voice, and could do meditation, visualization stories. Not that you are boring, right? You just have a calming. Whereas I'm a bit manic in mine, I'm sure. Right? You wouldn't fall asleep to me banging on about stuff. Yeah.
You kind of start manic when you do that whizzy round thing.
Somebody, I had a message, I think it was on Insta, saying, love your videos and posts, but can you stop doing the whizzy round thing? I'm like, no, I enjoy it. That's my thing. Like, no.
Yeah, you might get a new thing at some point. I'm sure you will.
Yeah. Hi, Lainey. Hit the like button, please, people, says Lainey. 315 watching.
Wow, that's lots.
Oh, we've lost a few. Look, we bored a few
we
there.
Have bored. It was my voice.
Are we anywhere near the bottom?
No. Karen says, I will do my best to get to the January meetup, depending on a Monty sitter. That would be really nice. We don't know whether it's going to be January or where it will be, but yeah.
Hold that thought. If you're talking about coming to meet us, we haven't arranged anything yet. We may yet do a late Christmas party, as we've done the last 2 or 3 years, but I don't know.
Right, I'm still scrolling down, trying to get to the end of the chat.
Hi, Neil. Hope you're well, mate. Wow, lots and lots of chat.
Etsy.
I had a spider the size of my hand in my house the other day. There was a big one in the sink here today. And he was one of those fast ones. I don't mind spiders, but when they're big and fast, they're a bit, whoa, and they run up your arm. Yeah.
The eBay button to cancel an order does not sit well as a seller.
They've been messing with cancellations, haven't they?
I'm not too sure how that all works. I did read the message, but
they also did a thing where
I think it might be the end.
If somebody accepts an offer and they don't pay for it, it's still available for someone else to buy. That seemed like a positive to me.
Yeah.
It could be frustrating as a buyer if you send an offer and then go out for the night. You have had your offer accepted, but you haven't had a chance to look at your phone and pay for it. And then someone comes along and buys it from underneath you. It could just annoy buyers, is what I'm worried about.
Yes, but actually it's a better thing for us.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I've had to explain it to people because people are like, well, I don't understand why it's, still showing as for sale or some, I think that actually has happened where it's suddenly gone. They've gone, I went to pay for this, but I can't pay for it. I'm like, oh, well, somebody else has bought it now.
Too slow. You snooze, you lose on eBay now. Right, did you highlight that flipping retro?
Yeah, we were having a right quiet period for sales, so I rejigged and sold similar, and we sold lots of things within hours.
Shall we go there?
No.
Should we talk about it?
Don't. You only get Simon started on it.
Well, there's an interesting difference of opinion about whether ending sell similar works or not.
But Simon's got graphs.
I know.
Spreadsheets.
And I appreciate that. But we know it works for us. And so many people have contacted us on that video and said, wow, I've sold so much more stuff ending sell similar. It's just really weird that there's that difference of opinion when, hands down, it just seems to work for us. I need to do that again. I'm so far behind. Yeah. I'm glad it worked, guys, for you.
Also, we've almost hit 450 subscribers now. Fantastic.
Wow.
I cannot believe people actually want to watch us waffle.
Same.
Yes.
Not same. I can't believe they're watching you. Same. I can't believe people choose to watch us. Isn't it great?
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you're not subbed to That's Flipping Retro, then please go across and sub to them, because they've got a really good channel.
Yeah. If you like people who don't take themselves too seriously and have a laugh with it, which really floats my boat, you'll enjoy the channel. So please go and check them out.
Okay, I think it might be time for words of wisdom.
Oh, do you want to explain what that is to people who are new?
You're much better at doing that than I am.
I don't know when this started. I think it was in lockdown. We started ending with the viewers' words of wisdom. It can be whatever you choose. We read a bunch out and then we leave on our favourite. You can pick your favourite today.
Oh, okay.
When we have guests on, we hand it over to the guest to pick a favourite. So that's what we do. You can make it themed on, what's the theme of tonight? ABBA jokes.
It doesn't have to be themed.
But yeah, it's just nice to try and end on a positive and read out some interesting quotes and stuff. So that's what we do. Thanks. Me and Alexis have watched all of your videos. All of them? Good Lord. Thank you. Way better than Netflix. That's high praise. Tamara there works 100% for me. So does just dropping off the platform for a couple of weeks. Interesting. They seem to suddenly show listings from years ago that I'd forgotten about.
Oh.
And they suddenly said, well, inactivity works. Is this a new one?
Well, that should help us for this month.
Just reading a few before we start on words of wisdom. Exactly. Snooze, you lose. I put items on Saturday and Sunday, and a client who bought a few weeks ago has bid for at least 4 listings, and it's only early yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't tend to do auctions as such. Pete, I think ending and selling similar works. Did that recently and sold 7 items in a few days after. Yeah. It works even better if you redo the pics, as eBay knows the metadata on the old pics. I have heard that.
Yeah.
I can't remember if the guy we were chatting to at eBay suggested that. We did talk about that, didn't we? I can't remember.
Definitely tweaking it a bit.
Right, let's see what we've got coming in.
Tamara, I think, has kicked us off there.
Oh, there is the link to That's Flipping Retro. Thank you, BCP. So use that to pop over there. Right, do you want to read a few of those out then?
Yeah, so Tamara says, words of wisdom for September. I love work. I could sit and look at it all day.
Kipling. Oh, it's a Kipling quote.
Love it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Scum Deluxe says, a bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of the spine-tingling moments at ABBA. Thank you for the music.
Yeah.
That even got me going. This old cynical fool. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Will says, Confucius say, if you choose a job you love, you will never have to work a day in your life.
Exactly,
yes.
Will.
Yes, I love that.
And like I said in a recent Instagram post, we have to remind ourselves that we chose, if you are self-employed, if you're a reseller or anything, you choose it. And you have to remind yourself that you're doing what you chose to do, and there's a reason.
Yeah.
We're lucky in that sense.
Yeah. George's treasure shed says, to fully embrace an open door, we must close another. Ooh,
oh, George has gone deep.
Good. That's good.
Fully
now, Lane is usually really good. The one who plants the tree, knowing that they will never sit in its shade, has at least started to understand the meaning of life. Yes,
I've heard variations on that a few times. It's a really interesting one. It's kind of like paying it forward, isn't it? It's putting the work in that somebody else is going to benefit from. Yeah.
Carpe diem, is that how it's pronounced?
Is that live for today? Is that what that means? Answers on a postcard.
Well, I felt like I did know, and then you said that, and it felt like that was wrong. So I don't know.
Let's know what carpe diem means.
I think it kind of means that, doesn't it?
Live for today. That's what I got in my head, but it might be wrong.
Asking for help is a sign of strength.
Oh, Pete, that's such a good one, and it's something I hands up, I've been terrible with. I'm so independently minded to a fault. I kind of lost the ability to ask for help, and I'm better these days. But I find it really hard because I think it's a sign of weakness, but it's not. And as Pete rightfully pointed out, asking for help is a sign of strength. Yeah.
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Corin says, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. That's one of your favorites.
That's great. Yeah. If you want change, you have to change something, right? It's the same thing, but yeah, I remind myself of that daily. If you go along going, I don't like my situation, or I'm not getting any sales, or whatever,
change it.
Do something else, or switch it up, sell something different, have a different strategy.
Yeah.
I
like Joe's. Have a yabba dabba do time.
Have a yabba dabba do time. Is that the Flintstones?
Yeah. Debbie Daydream, if you're having a bad time, this too will pass. That's one of my favorites as well. This too shall pass.
All things must pass.
Yeah. Cinema Music says, you can talk sense to a man with a wooden leg, but not to a man with a wooden head. Ooh, I like that.
Man with a wooden head. Wow, not heard that one.
Porky says, you have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. That's so good.
Yeah. I saw a really nice visual kind of quote thing, and there was an object which was a cylinder, right, suspended in midair, and there was two light sources. And from this end, the shadow was a circle, and from this side, the shadow was a square. And the thing was, so one person is seeing this shadow, and they're right that the shadow's a circle, and they're right that the shadow's a square. And it's just like there's two people can be right at the same time.
Yeah,
it's all about perspective, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
it so is. Treasure Trove says, eBay is like the drum of a huge washing machine. Keep feeding the machine, and it'll be on a spin cycle in no time.
Wow. Okay.
Jessica says, shiny, happy people don't need to live in a rich man's world.
Wow.
I think that's a take on the ABBA thing, isn't it?
Is it?
In a rich man's world.
Shiny, happy people just makes me think of R.E.M.
Salamander says, don't wear a tin hat in a thunderstorm. Oh, very good advice. Seize the day. That's the one. Thank you.
Seize the day.
I knew it was. I knew what Nick said wasn't right, and you know how your brain kind of just glitches sometimes. And if before you said that, I probably could have said seize the day.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you said that, I was like,
yeah,
that's not right. But now I can't think what it is.
We're like this at the quiz, right? A question will come in, and I'll go, "Oh, I know that," and then someone says something else, and I can't get that out of my head. But it's like I have the correct answer in there, or Ron will have the correct answer, and I'll say something and take it down the wrong thread.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny in the quiz, honestly. And then 10 minutes later, one of us will go and come up with the answer. It's just madness.
Terra Picker, if you want to live and thrive, let a spider run alive. We always do, yeah.
The amount of spiders on a daily basis I release from this house. It's an old, creaky, like 300-year-old house. It's full of spiders.
Oh, this is a good one too. If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. Oh dear.
Sharing.
That's so good.
That's what we're all about. Yeah.
Never fight a pig. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it. Maybe.
Never fight a pig. You both get dirty, and the pig likes it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a bizarre one.
All things must pass, especially wind.
Wow.
Be content with what you have and not discontent with what you don't have.
if only we could just say that and all just live our lives by it. It's such a simple statement, but it's not the easiest one to grasp and live by, is it?
Sharon says, no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again.
That's nice.
Corinne says, I'm still waiting for my little sister to understand that it's not all black and white. There are shades of grey and she won't be told. Indeed.
And that's something that I struggle with present day politics. It's like it's right and wrong. It's completely black and white. And if you're over there, then we can't talk. It's like, no, you need to talk, and agree to disagree is fine. Oh, it's just so frustrating. The whole cancel culture and everything just winds me up.
Don't get us started.
Let's move on.
We could be here all night. Rebecca says, as ABBA seems to be the theme, the winner takes it all.
The winner takes it all. And Trump was using that without permission.
He was.
Did you see Bjorn, was it, talking?
Yeah.
He was using not only the audio, but the video without permission, without the rights as part of his campaign.
He's done it with a few things.
He did it with Celine Dion. Yeah. It's outrageous. He thinks he can just do anything, that man. Right. Oh, I like this. Furs Park, is it? The magic you're looking for is in the hard work you avoid. Totally agree.
See, I've heard this before, that Morrison, it's not a words of wisdom, but if a spider is in your house, it's a house spider and it can't live outside. I suppose it could be words of wisdom. But how about when I open the door and I watch them and they come in from the garden and they trot along and they're like, oh, hello, this is nice. So I'll come and set up home in here. They've obviously been outside, haven't they?
If we didn't evict spiders, they would just fill up the house. It's like so many. Right, we need to at some point.
Yes, money doesn't make you happy, but it gives you a laugh watching the rush hour traffic from a bridge with the dog on the lead.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, be thankful for what you've got. Indeed.
I just want to quickly see what Lainey said there. It was a long one. I don't know what it was all about.
Monday, tomorrow, Mamma Mia, here I go again.
Here I go again.
Indeed. Right, I think that's the end of the words of wisdom. So have a look at what Lainey's got, and then I think
Have you got one? Have you decided?
I think I do.
Lainey says, editing the channel hop. I have been laughing at you doing just that. Andrea said goodbye girl instead of good night girl, and then Nick said dance away, and Andrea corrected saying dance the night away. What?
Yeah.
Was this answers to quiz questions? Yeah.
Yeah, we're so much better when we're in a team.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, which one are we going to choose?
Pick a favourite. While you're doing that, I don't know if are we doing a live next Sunday? One. Firstly,
this is the one I like.
Are we going live next Sunday?
What have we got next Sunday? I think so.
I don't know if Steve's able to join us next Sunday. I'll have a chat with him. But it looks like we will be back next week. Whether we have a haul or we just have a chat or we have a guest, I don't know. But we will endeavour to be here. What have you chosen then?
This one. If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. That is very apt.
Yes.
That is, we kind of, that's what the channel is all about for a start. Just sharing the little bits we do know. In the hope that it will benefit somebody.
Yes.
Right. Well, thanks again, Bumcrack Picker. Please go over and sub to Andrea. Apparently, there's a giveaway coming.
There is.
So, just go over for that reason, if none other.
For sure this time.
And you changed your channel name, didn't you?
I have done, yeah, just to sort of clarify to people that don't already follow us what it is that the channel is about, really.
Right. Okay, we shall leave you all there. I'll try and put out some videos this week, but we do have a stupid busy schedule.
Yeah,
I'll see what happens.
We're away in Birmingham for the Open this week.
Well, we need to sit down and you can rant about this thing we've got going on. which is
Yeah.
laughable.
But not Monday or Tuesday, so it will have to be the end of the week.
Oh, okay. Well, we can sit down in the evening, just only for half an hour. Anyway, we're waffling now. Thank you for all your words of wisdom.
Jugs, mugs, and hugs. Yes.
Jugs, mugs, and hugs. Oh, look. Well done, Karen. And thank you, Antoinette, for supporting.
Fantastic.
Okay, we'll leave you there. Thank you so much for joining us. We've still got 203 of you crazy people with us. We'll see you again next week.
Yeah.
You
Have
done?
a great week, everybody.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.